It's Week 3 of the 2027 season, and we've got the Dolphins leader at quarterback. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball, 4 touchdown throws. It's the Dolphins and the Jags, and it comes your way next.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on this run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This defense for the Dolphins, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, Can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So here are the Dolphins now getting set for their initial possession. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And he's off to a fantastic start to the season. Already 8 touchdown passes in just his first 2 weeks of the year. Now, I don't think that's a pace he's going to be able to sustain, but at the very least, he's got this offense humming here to start things out.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. The Dolphins at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He's got room at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
They go play action here on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On second down, a run with Hall. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, right back to Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Watkins over the middle, complete. It's Hill. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage.
Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Check. Alert.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Lawrence throwing the out route incomplete. It's Walters. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Now Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And some room to run. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe? I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them. They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. To throw on second down. Watkins finding a safety valve here. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Looking to throw. Watkins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going? On first down, Watkins. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards, the final tally. And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. No doubt about it. But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling. And happy. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. All again on second down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he? And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st and 10, Watkins. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Connor. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll run with Hall. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. One more time with Hall. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Quick throw complete. Touchdown Dolphins. Tyreek Hill from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so.
Here goes.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Second and 10 now, it's Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Lawrence. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. He targets Ingram for another grab. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Lawrence on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now Lawrence. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
They go play action with Lawrence. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens who have the lead as they play the second quarter. The Ravens still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. David Montgomery, exactly 100 yards on the ground with a couple of touchdown runs. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Amari Cooper, a touchdown reception. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Miami. And they didn't get a whole lot done in the rushing department in those first two quarters. They probably feel pretty lucky to be tied here at halftime. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, here's a look at their numbers throwing the football in what was a very even first half. Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call in the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Ball again on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. In motion, Hill. On 3rd down, Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 41, Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Lawrence. Right side caught by Jackson. He is out of bounds inside the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down. Lawrence will throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Way to go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Eluding the pressure right. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Ball on a give up the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Off play action. Watkins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He finds his man, complete. It's Connor. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Straight ahead is Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Watkins throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
Personal foul, unnecessary running.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
They'll look to run with Hall. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. Lawrence, now this is Etienne on the draw. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Draw play, Etienne. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now Hill to return it. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Miami set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now Hall to start the drive.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Hall again on second down.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
This is a big third down, and you have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run with Hall. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Here's Hall again. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A handoff for Hall.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here's a give to Hall.
Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Now Hall. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's Hall.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Miami, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.